for Squad 6 Minnesota. We're on Unique Act 5.
Well, welcome back to Live on Patrol. We wanted to just do a very short update, and most of you know about the tremendous loss the Sheriff's Office experienced on Monday with the loss of Dallas Edinburgh. And you know, when you lose someone that has a personality that's bigger than life, and is an amazing deputy, but just a special person, it just leaves a big hole in the department in general. And Dallas was that guy, and he was able to pull the car over apparently to the guardrail at an exit ramp, but you know, it wasn't as if the car was parked somewhere. It's some type of medical incident occurred actually while he was driving his car. His county squad, he was returning home, and he'd been down to the office to get some gasoline and check on some things and get some equipment. And so, as you know, of course, he suffered unbelievable injuries in the car crash at 96 and 10 when he was smashed into by a fleeing motorist. And you know, very few people would have put the work in to recover from that type of injury. You know,
he had made astounding progress.
He was back to work. He wasn't quite full time in the squad. You know, it's all speculation. The medical examiner is trying to figure out what on earth it was. Who knows? Ultimately, will it be some heart condition that nobody knew about that was aggravated by the injury? In either case, there's probably zero doubt that that traumatic injuries caused by the crash were precursors
Absolutely.
to what happened. So, you know, we're considering that all this stacked together, this is clearly a death in the line of duty, albeit, you know, slightly delayed. And it's anyhow, but wanted to tell you, just, you know, you can see the smiles in the pictures that we posted, what a special person he was. And of course our prayers and our, you know, to Jess is I did post just before we went live. Now I posted the Gofundme page, and if you're inclined or interested in helping the family, the Gofundme page is on the live on Patrol page, and would really appreciate anything that you can help his wife.
He had just a magnetic, huge personality and presence. He was one of those people, when you met him, he made you feel like you'd known him for a long time. You instantly liked him. Just
good point.
So tragic.
Marcy, did you hear that traffic on Channel 1?
Yeah, and thing is, with his stature, he's the first guy you wanted to back you up.
Oh, you felt safe in his presence.
Yeah.
You definitely felt safe.
Yeah.
McDonald's on Jefferson had a white soul and another spinning around, driving recklessly, yelling at the people that they were Kia boys. Took off from that area. Just FYI.
So if you have a chance to tell any Ramsey County deputies you see, you know, how sad you are for them and for the loss for our community. And you know, I ran into somebody at the gas station last night that worked with them as a correctional officer out at the workhouse, you know, it's just his touch and his different people that he impacted was great. So
it cuts deep. It really does.
Well, 30 years old. 30 years old. The other thing we should mention, he was, besides being so loved in general, he was very close to the SWAT team members. And the SWAT team is one of the most difficult jobs we have, especially in today's political environment and you know, legal environment. And a lot of stress, a lot of camaraderie that goes on there. And a lot of those SWAT people, they had a debriefing the afternoon that he passed away, but a lot of them are, they lost another SWAT member earlier this year, and it, you know, the camaraderie that's there when you're constantly training and working together and you rely on each other.
Absolutely.
Thankful people that are willing to do this SWAT job in today's environment.
It's a tight-knit group.
So we will be on tomorrow night. Not sure exactly what hours, but we'll post it in the morning, and we might do a little daytime early. We've been having a lot of stolen cars flaunting their stolenness during the evening hours. So we might adjust our hours a little bit. For those of you that don't know, I know it's almost 6 o'clock. You may see this on the 6 o'clock news shortly. There was a shooting incident at the Mall of America today. We don't have much information. You can go online and find it. Our intel unit has already captured some video of what was occurring at the time. And the suspects will be easily identifiable. The Mall of America and Bloomington Police Department have responded. There were casings recovered by the Nike store, and I think the shooting occurred near the corner by the Nordstroms. But there's videos with, you can hear the shots.
But it does not, by all appearances at this time, does not appear to be a random thing where random people were targeted. It seems like there were people targeting each other.
Yeah, and it's hard to say, but yesterday the suspect in last year's mall shooting was sentenced. You know, the way these things go.
Right.
Well, only investigation will tell, but there was an incident a year ago at the mall, and the suspect was sentenced yesterday. But you'll get more information on your nightly news. Every channel is en route there. But it just dramatizes the need for vigilance. And when all is said and done, the likelihood that these are juveniles with previous records is probably great.
Mm-hmm.
So you can set it down if that works better. So just put it here somewhere.
Doesn't seem to be charging at all. Oh, you know what? With that coming on, that says it was charging.
Actually, the one that shows the cord means it's not charging. It's just the battery one that's charging.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you for all the condolences you've already sent, all the comments. You can leave a comment on Jess Ediburn's Facebook page. That would really be kind. Just and don't leave anything strange. There's been a couple strange people. Just be, I don't know, you know. Sometimes too much is too much. Just be kind and think about your comments and
Just have decency, common decency.
been like 2,000 shares on the on our office page, something like that, of the notification. I mean, thank you for all that have shared it. I've never seen. Which one's open? This one?
Yes.
We're a little short on what do you call those cords? USB.
USB Lightning.
USB cords. So
Make sure you don't get that mini USB thing. Oh, I guess, but you have.
do I?
Yeah, you can use those.
I didn't even know that, Pat.
Neither did I until right this moment.
I'll be right back. Running into Walgreens. Something happens. I'll be on
You're gonna be on
Artec.
Okay. That's where I will be too. Yeah, thank you to all who did donate to the GoFundMe.
Triple two. Advise me the fraud.
Happy at Boost Local, 1694 Suburban, will not sell stolen credit card. About an hour ago, 1754.
Yeah, the last few days have been pretty crazy for Kia thefts.
318 copy en route to Maryland Arcade for a two-vehicle accident. One of the drivers has no license or insurance. 1754.
With the 16-year-old car thief from last week who smashed into those innocent people on Friday night, being what his age is and privacy laws, we cannot share anything about his condition.
Bravo 189. Bravo 189. Can you put me on a good set of my location? Yeah.
Checking some work-related messages here. So bear with me for a second here, folks, please.
And would really appreciate anything that
like Bob said, well, it was charging for a minute, now it's stopped. Got a new charger.
So anyhow, what else did you have to tell him, Pat?
That we've been having a lot of souls stolen this week, or Kias stolen this week.
Yeah, we were chasing him around. Not always successfully. That's part of the problem.
I think I had the same thing happen with my phone, where the actual part where you plug in starts wearing out eventually.
Yeah, mine's just dirty. You heard that noise? That was me cleaning it. It's working now.
Power air cleaner.
Yeah. A lot of different ways to get that port clean.
Here's Fox News is reporting that the lockdown at the Mall of America is going to be lifted shortly. And no, the people who were being pursued down on English are still at large at this time.
That one yours?
Yeah.
Pat's stealing my phone. You guys, as backseaters, just so you know. I know he likes mine better or what, you know. I barely get the charger working, and he's stealing my phone.
I was just borrowing.
I know. Anyhow, we're not going to be long. I mean, obviously, it's. I always. It takes a few days just to get over the shock. And what are we in day 3?
Yep.
Day 3. Now, here's another thing. It's been a tough week at the Fletcher house, and I'm not looking for any sympathy. You know, last month, 3 of my son's friends were seriously injured in a car accident up there in Ham Lake. 3 young girls are just, one still had broken back, one broke her arm, one got some disfiguration. And the young man that was driving eventually will get charged with some form of criminal vehicular operation, but it's going very fast and didn't make a turn and ended up hitting a tree. I've seen pictures of the car that hit the tree. Trees do not forgive.
No, they don't.
But that's been that has been a struggle for the Mounds View group, and
1021 Hudson.
there's a fundraiser on Sunday for those 3 girls out at Cowboy Jack's. I'll probably post that fundraiser tomorrow. But 2 of them suffered really serious injuries. And then last week, of course, a young man that probably had the brightest smile that I've ever seen, Michael Hope, he also goes by Michael Swagger, died in a car crash out on Highway 36. And he is in Bobby's class. Bobby is a good friend of his, and car rolled. He hit a dirt pile in a construction area. Car rolled over, and he didn't have his seatbelt on, and eventually the car rolled on him. The 2 other people in the car survived it. But 17 years old, junior, going to be a senior. Just, it's really. And my son, little Bob, was one of the pallbearers in the funeral yesterday.
Oh boy.
And as I was sitting in the audience at funerals at St. Odelia, as I was sitting in the audience looking at my young son in that front row with the other 16, 17-year-old pallbearers,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking 17 is too young to be a pallbearer.
Way too young.
And I mean, literally, my wife and I, we bawled for the child's family, of course, but just for all the kids that were close to him as well, to lose a friend. And a great little hockey player. Bobby, he was on Bobby's junior gold hockey team in Mounds View. And I swear to God, certain people, when they smile, they're smiling with their eyes too.
Yep.
And Michael was unbelievable. His cousin, Brooke, did the eulogy. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing eulogy. And she's, I don't know how old she is, maybe just out of high school. And
That's
But so all the kids in that grade they've had their friends in a serious car accident. Now one of them is dead, and this is the same school that had that serious death up there on 96 and 10 when the new yellow flashing lights were just put in.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of confusion when those lights first went in on flashing. What does flashing yellow mean?
Right.
Because in traditional solid yellow, you still have the right of way, right? You have the right of way to turn because the other person had the red. But once they put flashing yellows in,
For the turn lanes.
to turn lanes,
That was very confusing.
that
at first.
flashing yellow, and that was a factor in that one. And those girls died. I mean, so anyhow, I'm just mentioning that because there's death in a number of places, and it's. And
that's a tough couple weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so whatever you can do to help Dallas's family on the GoFundMe would be awesome. And then tomorrow I'm going to post information about the fundraiser on Sunday for the 3 girls that were seriously injured, and that'll be at Cowboy Jack's. And for those of you that have to have a physical location to feel like you want to participate in a fundraiser, that's a great location.
Right.
It's always nice to be a part of something like that too. And Michael Schwager, there is a GoFundMe page for him as well. I don't know, this is they say things come in threes, so
Let's hope that changes up.
So you mentioned looking for Skurlock or not?
I did not.
You didn't mention him by name?
I have not mentioned him yet.
Those of you that know Mr. Skurlock and Mr. Gerald Smith, rest assured we haven't forgot about them. Let them know we are looking for both of them. They both are wanted. They're on our top 10 list in Ramsey County. And Pat almost had them this morning.
Well, I was a part of a larger effort, but it was would have been nice to get him. So, straight up Tamil Skurlock, it's time to come on down to the sheriff's office and turn yourself in. This is enough. You're going to kill somebody with your driving behavior.
And Gerald, just for the rest of you, Gerald Smith is wanted on a warrant. Of course, we arrested him once before, and I'm not going to say which facility, it wasn't ours, but he was errantly released by some form of correctional facility before he appeared on his most recent warrant. So, and Gerald knows he was errantly released. So it's not always the judges that are letting people out too soon.
Very true. But rest assured, guys, your days on the run are numbered.
What time is it, Pat?
It is 6:06.
Yeah, we don't have access to watch the news in our car, but for those of you that are watching the mainstream news, our mainstream news at
359 copy road 211 clearance.
what's this little girl's name again?
911 abandoned.
Katie.
We introduced you to Katie once before. She's out here on a regular basis. And Katie, when we asked Katie what she's raising money for, she looked at us and said, my future.
Absolutely.
I might remind her. I'm going to bring her over by the car and ask her what she's still waving.
Hi, Katie.
How's it going, buddy?
How are you?
Good to see you again. Hey, we're gonna buy something. What should we get today? Can you come a little closer so people can hear? We can hear what you're saying. What are our options?
There's Mountain Dew, Coke, if we have any more in the Coke.
Okay. Yep.
And there's apple snapple, fake Gatorade, green tea, and another tea, water, and a small bottle of oil.
All right. No, I'm gonna have an apple Snapple this time.
It's $2.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right. Yeah,
That's all right. You know what?
We're gonna give you a little
You
extra.
keep the change.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hey, how are you guys?
And do you have a cold Mountain Dew?
I'm drinking healthy now.
Thanks for stopping by again.
Hey, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, did any of our viewers come by at all?
Yes.
They did.
Oh, good.
They did.
Hey, can
There you go.
Can she come closer to the window so they can hear her again? Come a little closer, Katie.
Is that okay? Because we're on Facebook Live.
Just come a little closer. I have to ask you a question. I want the same answer you gave me. I said, what are you making? What are you doing with the money? Why are you selling pop? What's it for? What's the purpose? What did you say?
I wanted to be a cop when I grow up, but my mom said I had to save money for my school dues.
For your school. Last time you told me it's for my future, right? That was so cute. Well, we're okay with you being a cop when you grow up, but you don't have to decide yet. You get a good education. I didn't know I was going to be a police officer until after I graduated from college. You know that?
True story.
I was going to be a doctor. That was the first thing. I went to Hamlin University. I was going to be a doctor. So for 2 years, I was studying science and math and all that cool stuff, you know. And then I was sitting up in science, they make you do laboratories where you watch chemicals and stuff. And all my friends were outside playing baseball and softball, and I said, maybe I need a job where I don't have to do as many laboratories. So then I decided I was going to be a lawyer. Okay, that's a good job too, right, Katie? So I was going to be a lawyer, so I changed my major to pre-law, and then I graduated from Hamlin, and it's a true story. I saw a sign that said police officers wanted, so I took the test. You know where I was when I saw the sign? Burger King. I was at a Burger King. I was at a Burger King when I saw the sign on University Avenue. So I took the test, and I fell in love with the job of being a police officer. I love being a police officer. You know how many years I've been a police officer? How many?
2 years.
2 years. That's a good guess. I look young enough to only be 2 years. Guess what? 45. 45 years. Thank
you so much for the service.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a lot of days.
That's a lot of days. Multiply 45 times 365, and then you'll know how many days that is.
And I was like you. I wanted to be a police officer when I was your age. So I grew up living my dream.
This is the best Snapple ever.
Thank you.
All right, nice to see you guys. And by the way, to our backseaters once again, Agate and Cayuga, just on Agate, north of Cayuga, 2 houses. Come and see, buy some pop. This isn't just standard mixed lemonade. This is real bottled garnishments.
Good variety.
Katie, it looks like are you selling candy too? Sour Patch?
Yeah, a couple candy.
Oh, nice. Sour Patch,
Very
etc.
nice.
For her
I
future.
come to the open house, but there was like a severe thunderstorm warning.
Oh, you were down there for a while?
Oh.
Yeah, I know I invited you down, but I didn't see you. But
Yeah, so I'm kind of scared. So I don't want to take 2 kids down there.
yeah, no problem. No problem.
Quite okay.
You won't. We'll do it again another time. Another time for sure. But come and see. How many days are you here? You said every night, but that can't
Try to
be.
be here every day.
What time?
Like from 2 to 7 or 8 at night.
2 to 7 or 8.
You're,
All right.
you're a busy young lady.
We'll try to send you some more business.
All right, thank you.
Would
Thank
you
you.
do me a huge favor? I lost the cap to this. Would you mind throwing that away for me so it doesn't spill all over the
He's
car?
afraid it's going to spill while we're chasing a stolen car.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So cute.
Adorable.
Well, I know one thing. You won't see that interaction on Patrol Live.
No, you won't.
I guess that's a little more time for us to engage in that.
And that's the best part about this.
Yeah. Well, what do we got for stolen Kias, Pat?
Oh, so many.
Hey, I just want to say, backseaters, we want you to continue to call the police when you see reckless driving, because those are our biggest leads. Still become our biggest leads. So you got channel 3 on? I got 1 and 2.
I've got 3 on.
And also, I was thinking about teenagers, and I was watching that Isaac, I think his name was, in Stillwater, right? Isaac?
Yes.
That died on the Apple River. I was looking, he's the same age as my son, and it's our condolences to friends and family of the victim on the Apple River that was stabbed to death. People are probably thinking, if you're not from the Twin Cities, you're wondering what is going on there. But the Apple River normally is a fun place for people to hang out, enjoy the outside. Some 50-plus-year-old man ended up stabbing several people, and one of them passed away in Stillwater. And there's another kid whose smile, they had his picture on the TV. His smile was infectious. I don't know if that's a word, but it is today. So our thoughts are with the Stillwater area community.
Well, that was fast work. Gerald Smith is in custody.
Awesome.
Had a pistol on him.
Where did he get arrested at?
I believe that was that thing that we turned down that was going on downtown.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. Good news. Good work.
Outstanding work.
Basically, I forgot to mention that this dental technology group that donated $1,000 in gift cards. They're out of Fridley. The dental technology group. Thank you from the East River Road out in Fridley, and thank you for your kindness. Appreciate your kind comments as well. We'll mention on them and give you another shout out tomorrow night, but thank you very much for your huge donation and gift cards.
Yeah, for other than shout outs for something like that, that's pretty much the extent of what we're going to give shout outs on tonight. It's, tonight is to honor and remember Dallas.
And others, it's
so many.
There's a couple of shootings and murders in Minneapolis in the last week.
I believe they are now up to 54 murders for the year. and we've just entered what is historically the most violent month of the year, which does not bode well.
There's our youth outreach team over here at the Frogtown Community Center.
307.
Hey, buddy, how's it going? I don't have any gift cards today. How's it going, buddy? How are you? Yeah, you know, I don't think I brought any with me today, but tomorrow night, you going to be here tomorrow? Huh? Be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Look for me tomorrow. All right, I'll get you one. Thanks.
Watch out for cars.
Thank you. Yeah, it was kind of a last-minute thing coming out to recognize Dallas. So poor guy didn't have any gift cards. I suppose you could have gave him some cash, man. Nice kid.
Mm-hmm.
So one of our frequent hotspots for stolens right here. Oh, Felton LaFond.
Oh, so regarding that, you were talking about the Kias.
Yeah.
Down on the McDonald's on Jefferson, about
Half hour ago or something? Yeah,
probably about a half hour ago,
they're doing donuts.
there was a white Kia, possibly a Soul, and a Kia Soul was driving recklessly in the lot with kids hanging out the windows, shouting out that they were Kia boys. So keep an eye out for a white Kia Soul driving recklessly. There is a 2022 black Kia Seltos, plate number GVJ967. Golf Victor John 967 is stolen and is out running the streets. So keep an eye for that, please. We're looking for a gray 2014 Hyundai Sonata, plate AVP697, like Adam Victory Paul 697. One was recovered earlier today, a stolen, just right over by LaFond and Elfelt, we're often talking about. But the main thing is, watch for reckless driving, particularly Hondas and Kias. Not sure if that was Yeah.
Copy route 391 North Road. To assist for suspicious black truck parked in the lot in the back.
And then after that, though, was Jefferson, a white Kia Soul. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna
Hard
do?
to tell which was first.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Anyhow, they left in a Mercedes.
Yeah. We'll run that plate here.
I'm pretty sure that one was recovered, but here's another one that was taken. This is the one on Ford Parkway that was taken.
This is a 2014 blue Honda CR-V, which is a small SUV. Plate on that is DVW390.
That was taken down in Ford Parkway, which, by the way, we've had many, many more crimes in Highland Park in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's very busy.
2 days ago, they were driving down Snelling Avenue trying to shoot at each other. The witnesses reported that they could hear the clicking on the gun, but the rounds wouldn't go off.
Huh. How you doing?
That was at Snelling and Hague. But like usual, when we're live, things tend to slow down. Because they know that when we're out here, usually there's other members of the CAT team that are out here.
Right.
And they don't really like to mess with the Ramsey County CAT team.
No, they don't.
Which is a compliment and a good thing. But I have to be honest with you. Pat and I are secretly hoping when a new police chief is selected that he'll give more authority and trust the officers to pursue longer than they are. Right? I mean,
That would be nice.
it's no criticism. There's good and bad policies. Everybody, but you know, it was fine to have that policy before this epidemic of stolen cars. But this epidemic isn't going to be stopped until people are actually arrested.
You got to be held accountable. You got to have consequences for illegal behavior. And there are no consequences if you just blanket never pursue.
Yeah. So that's our secret hidden wish. We're not criticizing anybody. The policy was developed before this whole trend started. But we just want it reevaluated in the light of the current state of affairs. Because as much as we like to help out, and you'll hear on the air, is anyone working from the county? That's great. We like to help, but we're not always going to be able to be there. We don't have the resources to be there around the clock. Well, outside of Pat and I.
You know, regarding that white Kia Soul, it actually was not recovered.
Okay.
So we're looking for a white 2020 Kia Soul, plate EKH 819, Edward King Henry 819. You see it? Call 911, please.
This whole crime information piece is hugely important for people to be aware of what's going on. And because knowing what's going on, even like the originators of the Crime Watch pages, we really appreciate those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Gals, because that's where we get a lot of information. That's where our first chunk on the Mall of America shooting was from the Crime Watch pages, who are monitoring so many other police frequencies. But we need that information to make good decisions as a community, but we also need transparency so that you can hear what's going on in your community. A lot of politicians don't want that transparency because they're afraid of what the reaction might be if you get the truth. And there are many people pushing for encryption on all police radios. And I know that parts of Hennepin County have gone to encryption. And that's why you don't get much information. Minneapolis has not, St. Paul has not, Ramsey County has not. But just be aware of that movement and that trend, and develop arguments as you listen to what goes on the radio for not having it encrypted.
There is such a small percentage of what is going on in the streets that gets reported in the news.
Yeah.
And were it not for those scanner pages, a lot of people would be oblivious to what is happening.
Right. Which is not fair to the public. And the truth is, we have the ability to encrypt. If we need to discuss confidential information, we can do that.
Right.
We can get protected information on encrypted channels so nobody hears it. But the calls themselves are not technically protected under any state or federal law. People will tell you that, we need to encrypt because of the data practices issue regarding criminal histories. Well, that's fine for the criminal history transmission, but the calls themselves do not need to be legally protected or encrypted.
I can't tell you how many times every week that because someone was listening to a scanner when a suspect started fleeing from the police, bails out of a car and flees from the police,
Yep.
and it's in their neighborhood, they start looking out the windows.
Yep.
They step outside and look around, and we get calls on where the suspect went, where the suspect is hiding. We get flagged down by people telling us that. It's
Yep.
I consider it valuable and important for the public to hear the patrol dispatch channels. Everything else, go ahead and encrypt it.
Very valuable.
The patrol dispatch channels, leave them so the public knows. There it is.
Oh, we got it. On the radio, on channel 1.
All right.
Hang on. Eastbound on Summit. Here.
2755, that white soul is eastbound on Summit from Victoria.
This is, you're echoing.
I have a vehicle eastbound Summit over here across the street.
It's coming up on St. Albans now. Echo Kilo Hotel 819.
See him?
Yep, it's right
Way
up
up
there.
there.
There he goes. Northbound on Dale. Northbound on Dale from Summit. Request assistance with sticks.
Northbound Dale from Summit.
106. St. Paul squads are authorized for sticks.
Clear right.
Copy. St. Paul squads can carry with sticks. St. Paul
I'm
stolen
not sure
vehicle,
if
white
that's up.
vehicle.
I'm not sure if that's him.
check that.
8-1, their mind assistant, or change AOA and setting up.
172 for hours pending.
Definitely not that last street. I don't think he's ahead of his pin.
Okay. 2755. We're not pursuing. We were trying to follow it. It turned off somewhere prior to Selby, we believe. We no longer
I
have
think
it.
I saw it down on Portland, to be honest
Okay.
with you. Maybe possibly west on Portland.
It possibly went west on Portland from Dale.
Copy. Possibly west on Portland from Dale.
Well, that was one of the Kia boys there. Obviously, we're
106, I'm at Portland and Victoria. I'll let you know if it comes by.
tough, very tough to turn around.
Not it. Not it.
No.
Copy, Portland and Victoria.
Well, that's too bad.
If we'd have spotted it just a second sooner,
A lot of- we
could have
would've
just got him from the front.
Got him in front of it, yeah.
And all squads, we're going to keep this event on channel 1, at 1829.
Well, that's
Sucks.
sucks.
Not gonna mince words.
Yeah. Yep. Couple seconds earlier, pulled in front of it.
Last known direction of travel.
North on Dale from.
The last known was north on Dale from Summit.
Copy, northbound Dale from Summit, last known direction of travel. Go ahead.
Not everybody pulls over for red lights either anymore.
Copy, not seen at Dale on Central at 1830.
Everybody
Yeah.
our short-lived follow of that Kia Soul.
106. I've been monitoring Victoria. So from Selby to Summit, that vehicle has not
Let's
come out.
do this.
So maybe it went eastbound.
Copy. This one.
Give that a minute.
think I was.
Well, I took it off scan. Oh, it's on that channel. Okay.
I think I might have been unencrypted at the time. But did everyone copy our follow of that Kia Soul stolen?
Yeah. You're listening on that.
I did not copy.
Right at Selby and Victoria.
Echo Kilo Hotel 819. It's that white Kia Soul that was taken from Linwood. It was.
I don't know either.
Copy. Roseville Squad to assist on a DOC at Best Buy.
8105, thank you.
Copy to advise
Now that's, can't
1833.
believe they drive right through Victoria and Grand. I mean, that's a lesson for anybody that hangs out at Victoria and Grand. These guys aren't afraid to drive right through a busy commercial district.
Nope.
A lot of times they snake around on side streets. These guys were right there, Pat. I'm in a state of shock, to be honest with you.
Affirmative, good.
And we've heard it enough times to believe that it's the mindset that if you're in the way and they hit you, it's your fault for being in the way.
You probably can't see it, but you couldn't see it, but and that Pat I think could, I could, but as they saw us, they started doing the wheel shake.
Yep.
They're taunting us.
Exactly. Because they knew how tight the turn was to do a U-turn.
And so we catch them all. The wheels of justice turn slowly, but they always keep turning. We might be able to get some decent video. If you backseaters get on the YouTube, you can go back and take a look. Send us some pictures of the driver.
Yeah, especially if you've got a high definition screen.
The sun from the western angle on that eastern side of the street, there might be a decent picture of the driver. For that matter, I think Grand Victoria has cameras.
When you
Second on 30 Courtesy Transport. 7130.
If we kept an eye on him a little longer, we would have got the helicopter up.
From the College Station to 1254.
But
Terrace Northeast in Longhead.
the helicopter takes 10 minutes to get into play anyhow.
374, and if we can have fire come to
1254 Circle Terrace Northeast, Columbia Heights, 1835.
I'm going to leave this one on the LTAC one. As long as we got extra radios.
Alright.
You got 3 at RTAC.
Thanks for your help.
1374, you can call.
Affirmative.
The temp tag plate, RO is coming back to the juvenile warrant out of Dakota County for playing a police officer with a felony.
Copy, what's the name on that?
The RO that AK
Wheels of
is
justice turn
Mariana
slowly, but they always keep turning.
Official name is Mariana Williams.
Copy that.
We have a suspicious quality 35 Osceola.
I'm going to use that radio real quick.
One?
Yeah, I'm going to clear us.
Is it on one?
Where one got out to a dark blue Mercedes G-Class with the plates I-Ski, Ida, Sierra, Kilo, Ida, Bristol.
$27.55.
Good.
What do you want to copy us?
Sorry about that, $27.55. Mark me clear with a report, and much thanks to the St. Paul Squad's fast response.
Copy. And squad that came back 181 to the Osceola call. 184 that way. Copy. And 181, this is going to be possibly stolen out of Mendota Heights, but it's not currently listed for the I-Ski Mercedes.
Oh, the Mercedes is being recovered?
Copy.
Not sure.
Awesome.
You're welcome, and I got another call here that 2 vehicles were speeding up and down the street there. Got out of the dark-colored Mercedes, black male teenager, early teens, the white Kia followed by 5 black males and females, all early teens. They were arguing and then sped off and left 2 bags and prescription meds in front of the address 5 to 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, that's where they came from. Is that 800 block Osceola right down the street?
Negative. This one comes back to a blue Mercedes SUV.
Earlier there was, remember down on the call where they thought they dumped the white Soul and it didn't actually get dumped, and they got into the Mercedes?
Yep.
Well, now they got out of the Mercedes and got into the white one.
I did hear on a different channel about an hour or so ago about a white Mercedes with personalized plates on it. That was a fresh stolen. I don't remember where I heard it though.
I don't know if this Mercedes
Yeah,
white
they
though.
probably aired it on Channel 2 because it was out of Mendota Heights. But this one registers to a blue G class. I'm not sure if there's an issue with maybe different plates or
Okay,
something
this
like that.
is a very confusing call.
We should probably go down there.
I think so.
Sounds like they dumped personal property out, but it does sound like they were arguing, huh?
1581.
Very unclear.
In 181, this has been changed to recovered property, but still suspicious because the cop would like those items they left up there.
I know you're there, but I just got to cancel.
Los Valentes. Significant motorcycle gang here up in the Midwest,
111.
along with Hell's Angels, Hell's Outcasts.
184.
What's the other one? BPM, or what's they call that one?
Oh, the old school, the BPMs.
I'll probably get a call for disrespect.
That's the alarm downtown. Start business. Grand up Smith Avenue. Go to the video alarm or call motion viewer. 7-second video clip of a male wearing a yellow vest. We generally have security on site here.
684.
So how old is that call? Do you know what else you know? I mean,
684.
come out before our deal, or?
Copy.
Yeah, it came out, sounds like just before our deal,
Okay.
or maybe about the same time as our deal. It's really hard to tell.
No, but it's, I like the fact that, well, I guess here's my point. The pending calls sometimes give you the best clues of what's going on because they're the most frequented.
6 to 1, we got proper go.
Had we been aware of that, we might have even been more prepared to see the white Soul. Because I got to be honest with you, I thought we might see it driving down Grand Avenue, but I never thought we'd see it crossing in traffic
5180.
right at that intersection.
All right.
Can you clue this out report generated
The
another call
Mercedes
for
G,
disorderly
which is what we're
safe
looking
address?
for, okay,
Yep.
is that big, boxy
Oh, it is.
thing. Yeah.
And is it blue?
It says it's blue,
That's what I thought.
but it is not coming up as it is stolen at this time.
Roger that.
Updated in Florida Central Squad for the white vehicle that squads were trying to locate earlier that was stolen.
5186.
There's a blue Mercedes G-Wagon that's also been driving around that's associated with it. I heard the plate earlier is India Sierra Kilo India. It was reported earlier as a stolen out of Mendota Heights, not currently entered in yet. They were last seen in the area of Victoria and Osceola and West. This is info. 1842.
273,
confirm for pending.
Well. Well, we're only going to solve this problem if we get a lot of citizens
It's going to assist.
as our
our
car spotters. It's bad enough you got to be a shot spotter, but now we need your help as a car spotter.
316 ongoing issue.
So if you can share this transmission with your friends, that's a huge help in getting more people to look for these cars.
So this Mercedes G that we're looking for, it's a big, boxy, it's the biggest Mercedes SUV made.
376.
And it's got the plate of I Ski.
You don't think it's on Osceola?
Clear my report.
It sounds like they
just the property.
dumped the soul and got into the Mercedes, is what it looks like.
I don't think that's
Thank you. WWC.
That's what it sounded like
Earlier as well.
but we saw the soul going north.
Oh, wait a minute.
6-1. I can take that hit and run. It's a 7 to St.
They
Peter
might
area.
have dumped.
One got out of the soul and got into the
Okay.
Mercedes. So,
Yeah, the time delay, the caller said they were going to wait at Assumption Church.
so it looks
the
like
last
we're looking
day.
for both.
Somebody's waving,
Heavy.
calling.
There's info to squads from Dakota County, another fresh stolen that was stolen from their city. Red Chevy Silverado, Minnesota plate, Bravo Papa Romeo 077 was taken. Last seen in the area 35E. Since 1844.
Okay. We're being told that the Mercedes G-Wagon is in our video.
Okay. Maybe ahead of it, huh? Or maybe that was, we turned right in front of something similar, but I don't think that was the blue. One car stuck. Remember when I don't know if that was it.
Squad 268,
When I say turn, the guy,
with
then we did a 3-point turn.
Report to the loose dog in the area. 1844.
Nothing worse than having tons of traffic out here anytime in this
Yeah.
4 to 7 o'clock range. Very difficult.
The Mercedes let us turn in front of it to do the U-turn.
Well, that was black though, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It looked black.
We're being told
Could be.
that was it. And it's by Chris, so I'm believing it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, then we got a good picture of that guy.
Occupied. There's squad that came back 163.
160, I'll let you know.
Copy.
Well. That's why having all the information in little bits and pieces is critically helpful.
511, I copy. I think 45. Do you want to clear your PPV or pendant?
What's that there?
Happy.
Oh, that's a Jeep.
Squad 273. 273.
Here it is.
Same caller called back saying that there's a
Is
group
that a
of people
Mercedes?
harassing his
I believe
family.
so.
There's arguing heard in the background. The caller stated that one of the parties there has a knife and is making threats.
Well, that's almost embarrassing.
That paid it.
But we didn't have all the pieces of the puzzle at that time.
And are they separated?
Because that call
It
hadn't
doesn't sound like they're separated. The
that call hadn't been
the caller
dispatched
in
yet.
316, the caller's in 416.
It is dark blue.
It is.
Yep.
Fudge.
Tougher.
Can you see the driver?
I'm working on it. Hang on here. You're about to look at it
Well, we
here.
can always get a quality. 835 or 853, Osceola, what's the...
835.
Some information in the vehicle that registers to this address for the vehicle.
Well. Just thinking we would have blocked the first one, we would have got both, Pat. Game of inches.
Copy. Would you be able to go through data to contact them for that?
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can flip a few channels. Thanks.
Thank you, ID Green.
Game of inches.
Conway 5.
Copy.
out.
Oh, I think we know him.
Okay.
For man down in the lodge of 1810 University at the RVs wearing pink pants there.
Copy from left.
I think the squad to start with the sergeant and copy to St. Anthony and Dale in an accident with injuries for 2 vehicles.
Good.
Jeep versus a Nissan.
Squad to assist 4355 Hodgson Road. Assist medics 25, female, conscious breathing, anemic, and pale.
Mark report. I can go.
6215. Advising 1848.
Back 171.
Bravo 135.
106, I copy. You can send it to me.
Copy. At 1848.
166, we're 20 here to LSC.
Copy 1848.
We're gonna mute that a minute. Mute that. What did we come up There's nobody else working it.
Oh.
618 here, report 447 already.
So we were talking to one of the neighbors. Sometimes neighbors don't like to be recorded, but a lot of frustration in what's going on. This is kind of the Summit Hill neighborhood. It's one of the nicest neighborhoods just south of Grand. Virtually very little crime, so there's been a lot of stolen car activity down here in Osceola. That's the same street that... After you, folks. Beautiful night, huh? You too.
Thank you.
Couple families out walking on Goodrich. And Osceola, the street we were on, that's the same street that our friend got, his friend's wife got carjacked on.
Yep.
Right down the block.
Yep.
And so, obviously...
These thieves are stealing from every city, every neighborhood, every socioeconomic group. They do not care who they steal from. If they want your car, they're going to try and steal it.
And one thing, and I want, I know that some of these guys are listening to this now, because once they know we're out, a lot of these kids are under pressure because the police department now knows who was in the car that killed the woman. And arrests are imminent.
We're coming for you.
One of the problems is that when people know that the arrests are imminent, there's two schools of thought. Sometimes there's three. Sometimes you hide out, sometimes you run, and sometimes you just commit more crime. And I just want to say one thing. Oh. Hey, go ahead.
I don't know if you heard it, but...
Hey, hang on. Heard it. So Yep. Oh, Edgerton and Case, it's on 3. That's right where we said it was going to go. It's is it been dispatched? Now that we know that, that's a huge piece of the puzzle.
Yep. See if you can read my lips.
Got it.
South Row.
511, does it appear occupied?
Negative. I'm unoccupied right now.
I'm gonna go this way.
Currently unoccupied at 1857.
Something happened there. Medic run. You know, it's funny. We got to mute for a minute. We're just talking about suspects. But that just.
12-383 and 388.
Decibels report.
I've got to give it a little bit of flexibility. I got to go a little lower.
When you do, I have a plan.
Bravo 226. Got to good night.
So long and the short of it is that white Soul that you saw in the blue Mercedes G-Wagon, which looked like a Jeep, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Those two cars coming north on Victoria from the Osceola call were stolen. We didn't, the call hadn't been dispatched when we saw them, so we weren't looking for that type of car. Ironically, the second car allowed us to do the 3-point turn.
Alright, folks, just sliding. I'm heading for the bar. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
He said he was going to 406.
Good night.
The idle's gonna go DOT as well.
Oh, that's who that was.
I was thinking I could.
That's who that was.
406 medical attention. We're going down to 316.
Yeah, we're now going to apartment 316. And 273, just want to verify your apartment.
Good idea. You should have had it right there.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been nice?
We're getting better every time, though. I mean, we're thinking, you know, every situation's different. We're just talking about how if we had our sticks ready and we just saw it, we could have stuck it. And even though we couldn't turn around, we could stick it. What a mess that would have been. You know, the thing is, you always, in this job, we're always careful what we wish for. We hope God is guiding our decision making, because you never know when you're going to pull in front of a car if somebody in that car has got guns.
Right.
And then you got a second car that you're even unaware of. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Things can go downhill fast, especially on Grand Avenue, where everybody's just going out for dinner.
Yeah, had we got that Soul stopped right there, who knows? The Mercedes may have started ramming us, trying to run us over.
Yeah, I think it would have been a bumper cars. I'm not sure that wouldn't have been a bad thing, but you just never know. You got to be careful what you wish for. It's business.
Didn't it?
It certainly do. How's it going, ladies? Pardon me? Tomorrow. I brought no gift cards today, but tomorrow.
You gonna be around here tomorrow?
How are you? Good to see you. Let's go to see you. What's going on tomorrow?
Thank you.
Did you see that white Soul speeding around here?
I just
Kia Sport. You just popped out?
Yeah, we just got it.
How about that big Mercedes G-Wagon?
I've seen that one, yeah.
Just today? Yeah.
That motherfucker rolling around here.
Yeah.
By the park.
We know who's driving it.
Who's driving it?
We know.
You can't tell us. That's not our business. We not the feds.
His name starts with D. And if he doesn't ditch that car pretty soon, we know exactly who it is, right?
Oh, y'all trying to get the car?
Well, we always want the stolen car back. Yeah. You should tell him he should turn that car over to us. All right, we're gonna be back, okay?
All right. See you later.
Hey,
See you guys.
Hey, that vaping's bad for you.
One 63.
163.
Change call location to 407 Woodlawn.
Copy. Nice number.
Well,
You know what? I gotta
185.
you can be double
Double my
ready.
pleasure, double my fun.
Ready, double ready.
85.
Howell Street South.
Did you guys
Fort
see that
Parkway,
blue car?
DOC for the corner.
Yeah, how long ago?
Apartment building on Howell. The group of males and
15
females
minutes,
shooting
yeah.
at each other there.
Did you recognize the kid driving? He hangs out over here.
Ongoing issue. Like, none of it.
Mute it.
Times 2 and then hung up. Got the back meeting.
Yeah, this is what happens.
184.
That was him.
106 needs to be clear.
Hey, Deontay!
Why do you always scam my brother?
You tell him to come on out here and talk to us.
You have to.
They're possibly getting into
He can either come to us or he can end up going to jail.
Like right now?
Others are still on.
Well, I know he's in the house.
Y'all gonna take my brother to jail if he don't come out right now?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
What you want,
You know what we want him for, right?
What?
You know, he knows
I
too.
don't.
172.
And if you talk,
Deontay, come here.
Hey, brother on top, brother, they
Come here.
They on top, brother on my mom, brother. They trying to get you, brother.
Do the same, Paul. Deontay, are you ready to turn yourself in?
For what?
Are you ready to turn yourself in?
He didn't do nothing.
Okay, but if we have a warrant for your arrest, are you ready to turn yourself in? I can't tell you that. All right. Otherwise, we're going to have to do a search warrant at the house. I mean, I know you live in South St. Paul. We were at your house yesterday. Remember? You see the squad there?
2755.
Yeah. Once you turn yourself in, I don't want to be chasing you. I don't want to be chasing you in the house. How's it going?
You just got a new tattoo, folks?
He did.
Sure
yeah.
did. 595.
Why are you guys over here? You had a question or
Well, he
something?
keeps running from me. I gotta talk to him.
You don't want to talk to you.
Well, then we're gonna end up arresting him.
You don't have to talk to you if you don't want to.
Well, you're gonna have to go to jail.
Why? Why do we
South of the
have
address,
to talk to you?
I'm
Ask his mom, can you talk to her?
Where's his mom?
You gotta ask his mom first.
Where's your mom?
I've got case for an address for cross-street, please.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything.
594.
Can I get some cards?
Huh? Well, tomorrow.
He's got a pickup out for him. He's in the yard right now talking to us. There's no way we're going to be able to catch him. He's got a black hoodie. It says True Religion on the back.
Where you going?
He's headed towards the front of the house. He's headed towards Case on foot. Pale blue jeans. Black
Because
hoodie
he's
says
wanted.
True Religion on the back. He's light-skinned, black male, blonde hair.
Why you got the car, Bob? Your boyfriend, he's 5 people.
6 red, I can't copy anything. I copied 5.
I don't think it's
All right, how do you copy me now?
The front of the yard, it'll be a male, light-skinned black male.
I'm getting ready to run after Deontay.
It's Deontay Schultz. He's got a felony pickup.
2435.
I think he took off from the house.
Retransported
It's a black hoodie that has True Religion in white on the back. He's got faded blue jeans. He's a light-skinned black male with blonde, curly hair.
Half hour ago, too. Oh, don't lie to me, girlfriend.
Copy the LEC. You know him.
I'm not felony pickup. We're gonna copy it.
What was the problem for you?
Sweatshirt with a True Religion.
Are you going to turn yourself in or not?
Long curly hair.
Huh? Oh, wait. All right, what, you want to arrange to turn yourself in?
Hardy's back in the backyard now. He's back in the backyard now. If you park in front
We're just gonna
and come around to the back
on the charges.
and leave somebody at the front of the house, we may be able to grab it.
Yeah. What? You weren't in the blue Mercedes today? We got you on camera. Outside that house over that you guys got out of the car. You know the white Soul and the blue Mercedes? The G-Wagon? We got you on camera, buddy. Yeah.
Why do you keep coming to my house?
He's sitting
I'm
on
not in your
a,
house, I'm in an alley. Okay?
he's sitting on a sofa, kind of. Okay, hop out now and come on up. He's immediately to the left around the back of the house.
Happy Meal's on the left,
Come out here.
back
We're
of the
gonna
house.
clear some stuff up.
Where you at?
You just run around the house. Run around the house.
I think he just booked towards the front of the house.
Possibly one towards the front of the house.
5184.
5184.
Clear report.
Okay.
Gonna leave you here, Pat.
That's Matt. Oh, that's Pat. You didn't know that?
Huh? Listen, I'm fair and I'm honest with all
9173.
you guys, but sometimes when people break the law, they need to be held accountable. Well, that's
Motor
you're
vehicles
only,
at the Planet Fitness,
you're only
1930
guilty
Berkeley. Looks like it's
after
an hour
you're proven
delay.
guilty by a
One of
jury,
the members' lockers was broken into and the vehicle stolen.
Oh, shut the hell up. Deontay. Deontay.
Still cell phone next block over.
Oh well, let's make the Durango do its work.
Go ahead.
We're outside the house here. Not going to respond to your call.
2415.
2415.
2415.
Where you at?
Again, route 1411 log event.
I know he was running 2 blocks this way, but I didn't see him come through.
Okay, he's running back towards Case, up the alley from York.
9172.
Okay, he's running west between Sims and York towards Edgerton.
Are you westbound between Sims and York towards Edgerton?
You just locked this down. Alright, he's just west. He's running towards Edgerton. He's going to come up Edgerton between Sims.
Have a good night.
Alright, 912 Edgerton. Running west into the
Southwest from 912 Edgerton.
pop out. 912 Edgerton now. Right there.
Where the fuck he go?
Pat, don't let him go to the house.
4429 transport.
I'm at the house. He's running south from Edgerton towards York. He's going to be heading east. Oh, he's on a fence.
South from Edgerton towards York on a fence.
Six-way, code 41 in custody.
Code 4, 1 in custody.
Edgerton and Sims.
Copy. Edgerton and Sims with 1 in custody.
$27.55. I'm going to stand by with the K9's car at 594 case.
Copy.
Thank you.
Call Josh Moore.
Yes, sir. We're watching.
All right, well, we got him. So we'll bring.
When did you get him?
Yeah. So what do you want, JDC?
We will be in a second. Rocking off your. Sorry.
All right, buddy.
Your conductor.
All right. All right, bye.
Okay.
So, can't reveal what he's wanted for, but a lot of things flying around this car. Anyhow, this 594 case, we had tons of problems there, as you know. We try to be nice to those kids, try to treat them with respect, but constantly we have people that are poorly behaved.
4483 traffic.
83, go ahead.
Trying to catch up to a vehicle. High rated speed, northbound Century.
First of all, nice job.
At Ryan.
Josh says, pardon me?
Has some vehicles in the shoulder.
Yeah, I'll get it to you. John, I talked to Moore. He says bring him to homicide. Bring him to homicide. Yeah.
And 83, I've got him stopped. Century and Ryan. 644 X-ray North David.
Copy, vehicle stopped. Century and Ryan, 1916.
Yeah, you can have me to answer his call.
Copy.
How do I get all the plates? When you guys post the plates? We got to do a better job of that. We'll figure that out. I know, we got to do a better job of it. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Oh, I'm going to go mute for a minute, folks.
No, we do not need a parent's consent to interview a juvenile. That's false information. That's not true in Minnesota.
1020. 4431 traffic.
So, this wanted suspect we saw and we're talking to
John Boy, George, 536.
was after considerable lengthy foot chase taken into custody.
Report, I'm back on my COT. Thanks to
McDonald's off Coke.
Copy.
1921.
And I was trying to get my pepper spray out of its holder and managed to soak my hand in it. So.
23 off the board, DOT.
Copy that.
You guys going live tonight?
We are.
Clear assisted.
Take care, guys.
White Kia Soul. We're looking for the white Kia Soul.
I'll be back out at 594 case. Can you do me a favor and that bush alarm, could you put no VWC on that for me?
Copy.
Okay.
Now we gotta go.
I can in good conscience go now.
You should have saw the Durango go over this hill. I gotta show you. I just gotta show you the hill. I mean, first I backed up. Whitney was chasing him. I could see him chasing him, you know.
4431.
I knew where he was going, but there was no exit there. Okay. So I started backing up. Pat, you would have been proud of me. I started backing up, and I started thinking, if I back up, I'm never gonna be of any help. If I back up, I'm never gonna be of any help. And so I said, come on, Durango.
Hello, boy.
So, but we know we can make it. We know we can clear the tree and the landscaping. Okay? That's important.
Right.
Clear the tree and the landscape.
Well, I never left by the house.
Yeah.
I gotta show you this here. Right here.
See that? See right? That's where I drove up.
Yeah.
No, this is 2 blocks south.
He was
he was
jumping. He was jumping. I think that fence there, and he was headed back towards the house because that girl and that guy were waving him to come back.
Yeah,
but the cops were gone.
Yeah.
So I was staying hidden behind the garage.
Yeah, that's good. That was good. Yeah.
On foot. What do you want me to do with my prisoner?
So here he was, Ben.
I'll be at 949.
That's a Durango worthy hill, right?
Yeah, you heck yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's a Durango worthy hill.
111, you can cancel 180.
But Whit was chasing him right over here. Well, we better go help Whit. That was Officer Whitney. Here. LTAC.
Southwood Ira stop 1925.
There. Yeah, let's get our radios organized again.
4429 I'm out.
Squad 051.
4429 1825.
I'm missing a radio though.
I guarantee you it's in here.
Affirmative. We have 691 working and 684 over and 8.
Let's find them all.
Huh?
Let's find the radios.
Okay.
Could you just have one meet me at 1200 Montreal?
There's one.
691, are you monitoring?
This one mine?
Yep. I got both of mine.
4440, I can take the DOC.
691 on channel 1.
This is 691. But 268 status.
The squad to assist 2425 Larpenteur Avenue East, above number 3217.
Those guys
Stomping
kept
noises.
driving around. I think they want
to talk to us?
Yeah, they want to talk to us.
Squad 268 status.
Well, I'm running into citizens that are telling us we got to give them a better list of stolen. So we can look at it.
Cleared up to you all.
So let's see if we can
Stand by for a
produce a
minute.
better list of stolen.
You guys still looking for that Mercedes?
Yep.
York and Walsh.
The caller at Carolyn.
So got some great backseaters out there that do great work.
Cancel medic. Charlie 19 Green.
She be. There you are, backseaters. That's
4440 right.
backseaters just found that car for us and alerted us to it.
I'll put us out with it.
Yeah.
2755.
2755.
2400 and I are going to be out with that stolen Mercedes G-Wagon at York and Walsh.
No, unoccupied.
Unoccupied, I'm sorry. Unoccupied.
Copy. I was an unoccupied squad.
21, 22, status.
Let me make sure.
What's that in front of it there? Hang on.
Parties detained, 1929. You want us to keep the patch up for LTAP? 4431, I'm code 4.
You're in a hurry to get out, aren't you?
Copy, Utah County will be clear. LTAP 1 and resuming normal traffic on the main 1929.
Hey, Pat, I'm going to have a county car come down and tow it. $2,400.
Being able to squad's in a dangerous condition in 2400 Blair for what?
Could you send a county car down to York and Walsh to assist us in recovering a stolen that we have a suspect identified in, so we can take it to 5 South Owasso and process it?
Copy that, squad for York and Walsh.
Yep, that's the same one that was in front of us at Victoria and Grand.
2367, no, 62. 2362. 2362, I think it's over. 1930. 8197, code 4.
So, that's what they do. Usually it's a block south down by Greenbrier and Wallace. They dump them here, then they walk back to the house on Case. They figure it's across Payne Avenue.
Code 4, second car can cancel. Copy that, 4471, you're clear.
Any one of these houses got cameras on them?
Copy.
What we got there?
1931.
Is that a camera or just a light?
Just a light.
2435. Clear the LEC. Show me clear assistant.
No camera there.
21.
What's this one got? Nothing?
Yeah.
Is that a camera?
Looks like it. I think it is.
It's at the wrong angle. You want to go knock though and see if they can take it. That looks like an Arlo. And I got Arlos on my house too.
Okay.
They might be able to see who's walking.
Okay.
Just see if they can see it. And you know the time frame.
Yep.
Basically. That car gets here, we'll get you to your appointment. Hi guys, how's it going? Thank you. Thanks for watching. Busy, little busy last hour here.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we've been good, but until we actually hold somebody accountable, it doesn't help. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you guys. I gotta do that to close Pat's doors. The next one's got a camera too, Pat. That's really a nice, well-maintained yard. I don't know if can you get there without jumping? Whenever that last call was, that's about the time frame.
Now you got it there?
Um,
I think whatever time we started talking to him.
no, but remember that car was driving over here on... Actually, I don't have that time. I'm going to see if somebody can send us the time.
Should be on the cab when we were...
The reckless... Remember the reckless driving?
Yeah.
That one is the one I'm thinking of.
I'll find out.
Call Emmerich.
Just to confirm, you'd like to call Fran Emmerich home.
No.
$24.15. 24.15. Recode warrant arrest and clear out squads report.
Arctic, this is Kate.
Hey, Kate, we're trying to put a time frame together. You might be watching us, I'm not sure. Do you have the time of the reckless driving, Edgerton and Case?
I can pull the one that 594 case.
Well, there was originally it was a call on cars driving recklessly in Edgerton and Case before we went over there.
Case number.
Let me take a look.
Your case number is 142 198.
Yeah, we had a dangerous condition at Edgerton and Case.
193.
Call came out at 1850.
All right.
And it was cleared GOA at 1902.
And what time did we?
Walmart 850 Canyon Road.
What time did we? 18. Hey, Pat. 1850 was a dangerous condition.
One of the mail ID trespass.
We.
White male 27, Bill Black.
Okay, yeah, right in there.
Left of the block, Pontiac.
All right.
Need anything else?
No, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Delta Mike Hotel 578, eastbound on Echo, registered out of St. Paul.
And hey, it might have been 1847 when the call came in. It was given at 1850, but it actually came in 1847. So and it could have been right a few minutes ahead of that too. So right now we're surveilling video cameras. It would be nice to. We're going to process the car for fingerprints and DNA, but apparently this car cost $200,000. I don't know, over $100,000. You got to take care of that thing. I'm going to check out the inside, see if they left anything in there. Well, $2,400 was the Mercedes stolen in St. Paul as well, and if possible, is the squad still in service that took the call?
The Mercedes on Mercedes ID, that was Medona Heights. And now it's out before it's stolen.
Thank you.
Case number, please.
4710 Cumberland Street.
Case number is 142.
87 female conscious breathing.
142 225. Okay, thank you. You want to make a picture?
One 185, do you copy these suspect descriptions?
I did, did you?
Next morning.
Golf Galaxy 2440 North Cleveland. Left. Hispanic male.
I suppose you want me to do the next one. Nothing on hers?
I did. I went to the next one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, nothing on hers. Nobody home there. I left him a message with my phone number.
Oh, you're good. Nice. Mute that for a minute.
Laurel, within 25 meters to the northbound on that street.
So we are waiting for a county car that's going to tow this car to our impound lot. So we can process it for fingerprints and DNA and anything else that might be in there. There are several cords, USB cords in there.
Surprise, surprise.
It's used to steal those other cars. This is stolen from Mendota, so we don't really have good information on how it was taken, but one of our listeners texted us and said that car cost $200,000.
They're not cheap. And I think it would have been with us.
Oh, it looks like Clark was on the 6-seater thing. Our apprehension unit. Can't beat that. So Gerald Smith was arrested by the Ramsey County apprehension team. That's awesome work, Rich Clark. Commander Rich Clark sent us a little note.
Nicely done.
364.
Oh, Jesus, criminy.
Case number is 142230. 142230.
I'm not going to tell the details, but they got some other great evidence on them, including a gun. That's, well, I guess if they get out errantly and they get arrested on more charges
and have a gun,
there we go. When you're a felon, you can't carry a gun. We might get this one charged federally.
That would be nice.
Squad 166.
166.
Clear report with plus K9 and 910 using a standing.
Greetings there, Deputy Micheletti, one of our favorite.
How you doing?
I heard somebody mistaking you for Alex the other day, huh?
She's like, I saw you on TV. And I'm like, I don't know about that. She's like, you're Action Alex. I go, not even close.
Well, this is a car. It's stolen.
Okay.
Mute that a minute, Pat. It's stolen.
Squad, not a dangerous condition, Francis Dale and a Central. For two vehicles driving through the neighborhood recklessly, a black Kia and on plates with front end damage, and a silver Lexus with Texas plates, also seen northbound Dale.
There's the Texas plate. There's the Lexus.
Sweatshirt and some subjects hanging out the windows. Bearing forward to Central from front Dale at 1946.
Well, Pat, you can't go home yet. Front Dale. Are you gonna put your seatbelt on? I just want to say, did you guys all hear Pat?
Your lights are on, by the way.
Chasing that suspect on foot?
181.
I was the spotter for Officer Whitney.
Just got right for traffic. 35 east south, just south.
They're in the car somewhere?
I'm sure they are.
You know, you're like one of those parents when a kid is looking for something. Except when you lose something, then you say, pull over, let's find it. I'm sure they are. I'm sure your glasses are. I need a new prescription anyhow. Actually, I don't. Just so you know, backseaters, I'm not required to wear glasses to drive. I actually have somewhere between 20/30 and 20/40 vision. But it sure is nice to be able to read license plates. Because with glasses, my vision's about 20/10. And it really helps picking up those plates. So I take my driver's test without glasses all the time. But when you're on patrol, being able to see everything as crisp as possible. Someday they're going to make glasses. Well, they're already making it in the military. They're going to make glasses with a display on them. So when the CAD pops up, let's check here. With our luck, we're going to run into something.
The Lexus is silver.
They're together. Someday they're going to make glasses that have a CAD display. So a heads-up display, just like they do on windshields now, where you can see how fast you're going. Wouldn't that be cool to have a CAD display on the windshield? Just the last call. Just the last call. Are you hoping I'll take it right?
I'm hoping.
Oh, Jesus. All right, folks. We're going to sign off then, backseaters.
I feel a little bit guilty, but the guilt is taken away a little bit by getting our fella.
Well, in closing, though, for those of you that weren't at the beginning of this, please remember the family of Dallas Edinburgh, his wife, Jess, and all the deputies that work closely with him, and you know, can read yesterday's post on what an amazing man he was, what a great public servant, and there is a GoFundMe page that we posted earlier. Be special if you could help the family with some small contribution, and he'll be buried next week. But as I mentioned, a whole tragic thing. The whole tragic thing is that he passed away while he was driving. You can imagine that. On his way from work back to home, passes away while he's driving, and his friends in the SWAT unit found him through tracking his phone. But some medical incident occurred. We're not sure what. It's going to take some while to figure that out. Heartbreaking, and just a huge man, a huge personality. Just one you can tell from the pictures we posted on the Facebook page that Dallas was a truly special person.
Very much so.
Pat, you had something you wanted to close with here?
Yeah, just another indicator of how widespread this is becoming. How all neighborhoods are being affected. There's a Minneapolis stolen vehicle being recovered right now from 407 Woodlawn in Highland Park, right off of Ford Parkway. So it's affecting everybody, folks. They're in every neighborhood. They're putting people at risk with their driving behavior. We need your help. Call in on those reckless drivers. But thank you for being with us tonight, folks. You know, it's a sad night, a sad week for the sheriff's office. Thank you for your many kind words. And please do continue to be kind. We will see you tomorrow night. Time to be determined.